I never imagined I'd find myself here, recounting the slow disintegration of my marriage as if it were some twisted script in a film. Yet life, it seems, doesn't need imagination to create horror. It delivers it in quiet, calculated doses. And the strangest part? She had no inkling it was coming. I didn't yell. I didn't beg. I didn't confront. I simply observed, waited, and when the moment was right, I quietly filed for divorce and vanished from her world without uttering a single word. It all began on an ordinary Tuesday. Nothing remarkable, just the usual monotony. I was working late from home, fingers flying across the keyboard. Celeste, my wife, mentioned she had dinner plans with co-workers. She kissed me like any other evening, spraying on the same familiar perfume, her tone calm, casual, unconcerned. Yet something felt off. Call it instinct, or the fact that, for weeks, she'd been suspiciously quick to hide her phone, or that she'd changed her passcode without a word. The signs were subtle but undeniable. I waited until she left. Then, quietly, I pulled up our car's GPS history. Instead of the downtown restaurant she claimed, her car was parked in a quiet neighborhood, far from any office or eatery. Zooming in, I saw a house I'd never visited. Still, I hesitated, convincing myself I could be mistaken. But I didn't act. I let the days pass, wearing a mask of normalcy. When she returned that night, I smiled, nodded, helped her remove her coat, asked about her girl's night, with genuine interest. Inside, I barely slept. Over the following days, I investigated discreetly. I wanted evidence, not confrontation. Proof to preserve my sanity, not to accuse. I sifted through backups, traced mysterious messages, ran reverse searches on unfamiliar numbers she texted late at night. Soon enough, the truth revealed itself. Photos hidden away, moments she had forgotten to delete. There she was, laughing, kissing another man, snapshot of intimacy and betrayal she'd never sent me. Messages confirmed it. Secret plans, gifts, hotel stays. The deceit was absolute, undeniable. Yet I remained silent. Instead, I documented everything. Screenshots, backups, records. I called a lawyer and laid out the situation. When asked if I planned to confront her, I simply shook my head. For 2 more weeks, I played the part of contented husband. I brought her coffee, cooked dinner, asked after her day, smiled at her stories, comforted her during her stressful work nights. Every interaction was a mask, a performance, as I quietly secured my future. Moving funds, reserving a new apartment, forwarding mail, securing credit, shutting down joint accounts. The divorce papers were filed without her knowledge. I just had to wait. Then the day arrived. She mentioned another work dinner. I kissed her cheek, wished her well, and watched her leave, texting, oblivious. The moment she stepped out, I grabbed my belongings, the keys, the documents, and I walked away. No note, no explanation. By the time she returned, the locks had been changed, and I was already gone. I watched later as security footage captured her frantic attempts to reach me, pounding on the door, calling, screaming. I said nothing. Family, friends, everyone's inquiries went unanswered. 3 weeks later, she received the divorce papers, sent her new boyfriend's address. Mutual friends reported her devastation upon realizing I had known all along. I had let her lie, smile, act normally, and then disappeared, dismantling everything quietly behind the scenes. This wasn't revenge. It was reclamation. When love is met with betrayal, life doesn't end with dramatic explosion. It dies slowly, lie by lie. And when all my emotions had been buried, all that remained was quiet. In that quiet, I found myself again,